Hello and welcome to this session, which will show you how to complete the apprenticeship training plan, which was previously known as the individual learning plan, using the Open University ePortfolio tool, My Knowledge Map. So if you've watched the introduction and you can find your apprentices, the screen that I'm showing here is showing our demonstration account and the Open University Apprenticeship Record 22-23. You will see extra EPADs or these type of records appear as your apprentice progresses through their apprenticeship, and these will be allocated to your apprentice automatically. As previously demonstrated, you have got the ability to expand to be able to see your screen in different ways. So you can use the white arrow at the top, or you can use the hamburger icon, which will expand this for you. You can actually, if you just scroll down the screen, you will find the Open University apprenticeship record or multiple records as they appear. So each practice tutor will use the system in a slightly different way, and my preference is to scroll down and find the record. So if I click there, I can see the options that are available to me. And don't forget, the Getting Help icon is a useful area for both you and your apprentice. So to complete the training plan or ILP, I click to open it. This is where I'll see some information about the employer and the program that they're undertaking. Then if I scroll down, I will see the documents that are available to both myself as a practice tutor and to the apprentice. The system is set up quite nicely in that I can only complete the sections that are available to me as a practice tutor. The apprentice's view is the same, and they will have their sections available to them as complete new. There's also a useful guide to completing the document, and the apprentice and practice tutor will see the same things. So apprenticeship documents, this is where your apprentice or student will be asked to upload a copy of their commitment statement and their skills scan or skills audit if it's available. And if you see documents here, then the apprentice has completed that. You can open, as you've seen me demonstrate, you can open each of the sections by clicking on the arrow. So the first that I'm going to look at is the schedule date. So this is where the practice tutor will enter the date of the planned review, and this can be done in advance. So it's the date and time that is agreed with the apprentice and the employer for the review taking place, and also the location of the meeting, which can be online or face to face. You'll have the option to enter multiple dates under the schedule date. So if you have an apprentice that needs to reschedule for whatever reason, you will be able to put that new schedule date in, but the original one will always stay. So this is a useful tool if you've got an apprentice that continually changes the date of appointments. The next section I'm going to show you is the apprentice goals and confirmation. So apprentices will complete this sometimes ahead of their meeting. So they have three sections here. Whoops. So section 1 is for them to describe their goals. So they can refer back to the commitment statement and skill scan when they're reviewing their personal goals and their professional goals. The apprentice can also save and update this document until they're completed. So it doesn't have to be completed in one sitting for them. Section 2 is about their responsibilities, off the job learning time, which is now planned hours for apprentices starting from the 1st of August 2022 onwards. So here is where the apprentices will enter some information about the health and safety training that's provided by their employer, and also some information around safeguarding. And it's important that apprentices understand that this is safeguarding them as an apprentice rather than apprentices safeguarding their service users, which I know in the social work programme they will have really clear understanding of safeguarding. Some information here about British values and prevent, which are mandatory areas of an apprenticeship. The apprentice is asked to confirm that they have read and understand their responsibilities. If they click no, at this moment in time, the form doesn't go anywhere, but it will be reported out so that we can pick up with apprentices who answer no. It could be that they've just clicked the wrong radio button, or they may need further advice and guidance on any of the sections in this part of the form. Section 3 then is which colleagues need to be updated with a copy of this form. So normally this would be their workplace line manager, their supervisor. It might be a workplace mentor. So the apprentice will fill in the names and email addresses of the people who are going to receive this form. And then they will save and close this, and a copy of the document will be emailed to the people listed. So I'm just going to close apprentice goals and confirmation. So the meeting will take place. Hopefully, the apprentice will have completed their goals or some of their goals prior to the meeting, so the practice tutor can use this information as the basis of the meeting. The meeting will take place, and this is where you, as a practice tutor, will click on Complete New to record the outcomes of the meeting. So this is where you will enter the SMART objectives for both the personal and professional goals, and this is where it'll be good for you as a practice tutor if the apprentice has completed this prior to the meeting, so that your objectives can lead on and match and support the apprentice's goals. Obviously, the goals have to be relevant to to the apprenticeship standard that the apprentice is undertaking. Section 2 is where you will record the details of the discussion as to how the off-the-job time is going to be allocated and how the apprentice is going to use it. And this section may change over time. So some apprentices may have a day a week to start off with, and this may change as their study and work patterns develop. You're also asked to consider how the learning needs of the apprentice are met, and that will have formed part of your discussion. Section 3 is colleagues to be updated. So whoever was at the training plan meeting with yourself and the apprentice, that they will be updated. But sometimes in an organisation, someone in addition to the line manager or workplace colleague who's at that meeting needs to receive a copy of this document. But that will be agreed between all parties at the meeting. And then finally, section 4 is where you're entering the actual meeting date. So sometimes the actual meeting date is a little bit different to the scheduled date. So you're just popping in the details about the meeting, the location, who was there, their names, and then repeat meeting arrangements. So if you're in the position where a line manager was possibly called away on an emergency and wasn't able to attend the meeting, what arrangements you have in place to have a discussion with that person, because it's important that employers attend and partake in these meetings. You've then got an open text box to record the discussion of at the meeting, and then you will click to close the form. So what I'm going to quickly do is so that's a preview of the form. So if you click on any of the arrows, you're seeing a preview of the questions. But if I click complete new, you will see at the top of the screen, I'm able to save and close or save the form as I'm working through it, because as a practice tutor, you may want to start filling in some of this form ahead of the meeting. If you accidentally start a form and wish to delete it, you can click on the delete button in the top left-hand corner here. But when you have filled in your form, you're happy for it to be submitted and everybody receive a copy, you will then click the submit button. But for training purposes today, I'm going to click delete. I'm asked if I'm sure I want to do this. So that I'm not got multiple versions on the system here. Finally, the apprentice and line manager will sign off the training plan, and we can see the form here for the apprentice. So the apprentice has a free text box to record their reflections and agreement with the meeting outcomes. Section 2 is which colleagues need to be updated. So this is where they will enter the name and email address of people who were at the meeting for them to receive a copy of the record. And again, if they needed to put someone in addition into the form to receive a copy, then they can do. The apprentice will see on their screen a button which is email for later, and they need to click on this button for their line manager, the people listed here, to receive a link to the form. So unlike other e-portfolio systems, no line managers will have any access to any of the content of the Open University e-portfolio tool. But when they sign off documents such as the progress review or the training plan, ILP, the person or people nominated in this form will receive a link which will take them to section 3. And this is where the line manager has the opportunity to fill in their comments box, and they will also have a submit button. So the Open University will clearly be able to see who has signed what and when. There is a workflow development in process where apprentices and line managers will be reminded to complete and sign training plan documents that are outstanding, but we will give you more information on that as that workflow starts to be in place. So thank you for watching me today, and I hope that has helped to guide you through completing the training plan using my knowledge map.